Big game breakdown. Celtics and the T-Wolves. Right now, Boston -2. There are a couple of 2.5s out there. Total open 214. It's already up to 217. Who knows how high it's going to go? There's been heavy over money in early betting action. On Thursday, look at the standings right now. The Celtics at 45-20. They're number 2 in the East. Minnesota at 38-28. They're in that number 3 versus number 8 seed jumble right now in the Western Conference, where all the teams are grouped all together. So the T-Wolves lost Jimmy Butler. They had to adjust on the fly a little bit, no question. They had an easy draw. They had wins and covers against the Bulls and Kings. And then they had to step up. Lost straight up and against the spread against Portland and Utah. Just like they lost straight up and against the spread the last time these two teams met, January 5th. Boston -3 at home, 91-84. That game was a grinder, not a shootout. And certainly when you look at the total here getting steamed up, you say 91-84 in the first meeting, that didn't even get to $1.80. You know? Now they're steaming this one up to 217. The Celtics dominated the glass in that first meeting, 56-43. So here's Minnesota. And again, that was back in January. There's no revenge in this spot. But Minnesota's in a fairly unique scheduling spot. They've had 5 straight days off. This is coming fairly recently after the All-Star break. And then they've got Golden State on Sunday. This is the only game in a 9-day span. They play here and then another couple of days off. They have the Celtics and the Warriors, 2 games, obviously, they've circled on their schedule. Now, having this type of a break, it helps them to rest physically. They've also not been very good. I got them off a break of 3 days or more this year. They're 0 for the season, ATS. And, of course, it's also creating a lot of pressure for a young team down the stretch. Coach Tibbs, you always begin the season with the end in mind. But until you have the opportunity to go through a playoff push, you can try to talk about it, try to work the right way. Now they're starting to see how important everything is. Again, Minnesota's not a team that's done this before. Taj Gibson, quote, being in position like this is going to help Wiggins. It's going to help Karl-Anthony Townsend. It will help the guys understand what this playoff atmosphere is about, what it takes to get to the playoffs. And I think it's good. It's us against the world. This is a time when there are no friends, no more pats in the back. You'll hate the team you're playing against almost. Good veteran leadership there from Taj, and he's right. It will help Wiggins. It will help Towns. But that's long term. When it comes to short term, they got to beat Boston tonight. The Celtics coming off an easy win, 16-point win over Kyrie. They led by 33. The 16-point win against the Bulls without Kyrie. They led by 33 heading into the fourth quarter of that contest. And Brad Stevens, made a really smart move. One, obviously, it was a garbage time in the fourth quarter. Didn't worry about getting any of his guys back on the floor, even though the margin of victory, they were outscored by 17 in the fourth, I think. Chicago made a run. But the thing that I thought that Stevens did brilliantly, your starting point guard's out. Your second unit's running well. Don't disrupt the flow of the second unit. He put Shane Larkin in as the starting point guard for the first time without disrupting the chemistry of the second unit. Larkin, solid, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists in just over 16 minutes. Made 3 of 3 from a 3-point range. It worked. Kyrie is expected back tonight, but let's take a look at what Boston's doing on offense right now. Really changing gears from where they were. What's happened post-break? 5-1 straight up for the Celtics. 5-1 against the spread. Remember how bad they were playing going into the All-Star break? That's all gone. Most importantly, or most interestingly to me, the 4-1-1 to the over for the Celtics. This elite defensive team is stepping it up on offense. Brad Stevens, quote, we've been attacking the rim better since the break. It's a major emphasis for us to attack the basket, get to the line. He certainly has a roster built with guys that can do that. And look at the numbers right here. Yeah, we've got it broken down for you. Boston's offense, points per 100 possessions. Pre-break, number 21 in the NBA. Since the All-Star break, this anemic Celtics offense couldn't do anything right. Number 2 in the NBA. That's a big part of the reason why they're flying over the total. And, of course, a big part of the reason why we've seen the money fly come in on the over in early betting action today. Obviously, that makes a whole lot of sense to this bettor. Unfortunately, the markets have already gotten there. More big game breakdown coming up next right here on Sportsbet. NBA on TNT. Yeah, it's a doubleheader, plus college hoops quick hitters. Stay tuned. Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.